Hello everyone, my name is Angel, and today I'm gonna discuss to you the temperature scales. But first, let's define temperature. Temperature is a frequently measured quantity in chemistry. There is a noteworthy distinction between temperature and heat. Temperature is a measure of how cold or hot an object is relative to another, while heat is the energy that flows from an object with a higher temperature to an object with a lower temperature. When you hold an ice cube, it feels like the cold flows into your hand, but actually it is the heat that flows from your hand to the ice cube. In the laboratory, we use thermometer to measure temperature. Thermometer is a graduated tube which containing fluid that expands when heated. So, thermometer is a device which is used to measure temperature. Thermometer is made of a long, narrow glass tube with a bulb at one end. The narrow tube appears as a continuous silver line because it is filled with mercury. Mercury is a metal which is in liquid state at room temperature, and it really expands or contracts at the slightest change in the temperature. Hence, mercury is used in thermometer. There are two types of thermometer: clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. The laboratory thermometer is used to measure the temperature. The scale of temperature is graduated generally from negative 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius over the glass tube. Each division of temperature scale is further divided into 10 parts to read fraction of temperature. While clinical thermometer is used to measure the body temperature, the scale of temperature is graduated from 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius and/or from 94 degrees Fahrenheit to 108 degrees Fahrenheit. The temperature of human body always remains within this range, and this is the range on the clinical thermometer. There is a kink near the bulb of clinical thermometer which prevents the automatic fall of mercury level. There are other two thermometers, the digital thermometer and the maximum-minimum thermometer. In digital thermometer, reading of temperature is displayed digitally as in digital watches. This is safer because no mercury is used in this. It is important to note that mercury is a highly toxic substance. In maximum-minimum thermometer, it is used to measure daily temperature to prepare weather reports. When the thermometer is immersed into a substance hotter than itself, heat flows from the substance through the glass into the fluid, which expands and rises into the thermometer tube. If a substance is colder than the thermometer, heat flows to the substance from the fluid, which contracts and falls within the tube. We'll consider three temperature scales: the Celsius, which formerly called centigrade, Kelvin, and Fahrenheit scales. The SI base unit of temperature is Kelvin, while in United States, they use Fahrenheit to report weather condition, body temperature, and so forth. The three scales differ in the size of the unit and/or the temperature of the 0 point. The Celsius scale sets the water's freezing point at 0 degrees Celsius and its boiling point at normal atmospheric pressure at 100 degrees Celsius. Therefore, the size of a Celsius degree is 1/100 of the difference between the freezing and boiling points of water. while the Kelvin scale uses the same size degree as the Celsius scale. The difference between freezing point, which is equals plus 273.15 Kelvin, and the boiling point, which is equivalent to plus 373.15 Kelvin, of water is again 100 degrees. But these temperatures are 273.15 degrees higher on the Kelvin scale because it has a different zero point. The absolute zero, which is 0 Kelvin, equals negative 273 degrees Celsius. Therefore, on the Kelvin scale, all temperatures are positive. The absolute zero, which is 0 Kelvin, equals negative 273.15 degrees Celsius. Therefore, on the Kelvin scale, all temperatures are positive. We convert Celsius to Kelvin by remembering the different 0 points, which is 0 degrees Celsius is equivalent to 273.15 Kelvin. So, T in Kelvin is equal to temperatures in Celsius plus 273.15, and therefore temperature in Celsius is equivalent to temperature in Kelvin minus 273.15. And lastly, the Fahrenheit scales, which differ from the other scales because of its different 0 point and in the size of its degree. In Fahrenheit scale, water freezes at 33 degree Fahrenheit and boils at 217 degree Fahrenheit. Therefore, 180 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 212 Fahrenheit minus 32 degree Fahrenheit, represents the same temperature change as 100 Celsius degrees or 100 Kelvins. Because 100 Celsius degrees equal to 180 Fahrenheit degrees, the formula will be 1 Celsius degrees is equivalent to 180 over 100 degrees Fahrenheit is equal to 9 over 5 Fahrenheit degrees. To convert a temperature from Celsius to Fahrenheit, first change the degree size and then adjust the 0 point, which is 0 degrees Celsius equals 32 degree Fahrenheit. The formula would be temperature in Fahrenheit is equal to 9 over 5 temperature in Celsius plus 32. To convert a temperature from Fahrenheit to Celsius, the formula will be temperature in Fahrenheit minus 32, and the answer must be multiplied to 5 over 9. And then, that's the final answer of Fahrenheit in Celsius. A child has a body temperature of 38.7 degrees Celsius and a normal body temperature is 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Question: does the child have a fever? What is the child's temperature in kelvins? To see if the child has a fever, we convert from Celsius degrees to Fahrenheit degrees and compare it with 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Then, to convert the child's temperature in degrees Celsius to Kelvin, we use this equation. So, temperature in Fahrenheit degrees equals 9 over 5 times temperature in degrees Celsius plus 32 equals 9 over 5 times 38.7 degrees Celsius. Answer plus 32 equals 101.7 degrees Fahrenheit. That means, yes, the child has a fever. If we will convert the Celsius degrees to Kelvin, the formula will be temperature in Kelvin is equal to temperature in Celsius added to 273.15. The answer is in Kelvin. So, in converting the temperature from degrees Celsius to Kelvin, temperature in Kelvin equals temperature in degrees Celsius plus 273.15 equals 38.7 degrees Celsius plus 273.15 equals 311